Hello everyone, this is Future Hibiscus. The entirety of this vlog was recorded before I uploaded the Seaquestria Fest video. I just thought it was important that I get that one out because there was a lot to talk about and I wanted to make sure that that received my full undivided attention. So I put off editing this one to make sure I could get that one out the door. So anything I say about the convention as far as Seaquestria Fest goes and anything like that, the naming of this video, everything, it was all decided way before I made that video and before I knew some of the information that I knew in that video. Some of it I knew beforehand leading up to it because I talked to a lot of people, and then a lot of it came out after the fact. So anything in this video is not going to be related to that video, even though this one is uploaded after that one. So just want to throw that quick warning here. So if I don't mention it at all, it doesn't come across as uncouth or disrespectful. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoy the vlog.
Hello and welcome to the post ever free vlog. This is Finn. He is vibing right now. Look at that little viber. And I need some good vibes right now because I made the difficult decision. Yeah, there's a Twilight head over here. My mom found that at Goodwill. She likes going to Goodwill because there's one near where she lives. And so she brought that for me at Everfree. It is a head and wings. It's like a zipper pouch. It's so weird. But then there's this little one. He's so cute. I made the difficult decision to pull from Seaquestria Fest. It's in 3 weeks and my body is telling me no. So I have decided to pull. It was a difficult decision. I agonized over that for like a week before I'm like, I need to make the decision now before, it gets too late and they can't find a replacement. I was going to be a community guest and do vending and as well as organizing the plush meetup, but I can't. I did find someone who can take my table who does plush if they need to. I tried to find someone, not that they have to take the person that I suggested, but I wanted to at least get the ball rolling and it's someone who could take my table if Seaquestria Fest deems that that person is a good fit for them. And I know they have several community guests that will absolutely make the con a wonderful time for everyone. And it was the hardest decision I've ever made. But the thing that really made it cinch for me, because I decided to sleep on it. I mean, I've been sleeping on it for a while. I've been thinking about this for quite some time, especially after the dehydration thing, and that I've been going nonstop with cons since Babs Con. I have had no major breaks this year. So now I don't have any cons in September or October, but that's okay. We're going to get tons of plush done. We'll have a few vlogs here and there and a ton of reels, of course. I mean, clearly we're going to have vlogs. I'm recording this segment, but you know what I mean. But the thing that made it super easy for me was that I got into Midwest Fur Fest, which is crazy. I have never gotten into Midwest Fur Fest before. It's the same deal with FWA where I've been applying. Oh, hi, buddy. Look at that tummy. Hey, sweet boy. I've been applying for years and years and years and just never got in. But now I got in, and so I need... Hi, there goes Freddy. He's going to go recharge with some kibble. Hey, Finn. But I've never gotten in before, and so I finally got in, and that's amazing. It is the same weekend as the Hearthswarming Club, though, so I have another big decision coming up to make. But we already made one big decision with Seaquestria Fest. Let's not make another one right now. Let's take it one step at a time, especially since I just got back from Everfree yesterday. I've just been home 24 hours now, and I am beat. I am so tired. I need a nice, good, long rest. I need to take Finn's example here and take a good rest now. So that was a difficult decision, and I hope no one faults me for it. I don't think they will. Everyone in the community is amazing people, and that was the thing that made it so hard for me, was the people, thinking about people who... Oh my gosh, hi buddy, you're so cute. Think about people who wanted to see me, who would be disappointed, who wanted to get one of the plush and everything. Because I had tons of people asking me about it and everything. And so far, everyone has been really understanding. So
I hope the con itself will be really understanding. I pinned a long message to them and I sent it, and it was, you know, basically saying, you know, it's not anyone's fault. I just need to prioritize my health. And if there's anything I can do for the con from a distance, please let me know. I would love to do anything I can to help. I just can't go. It's in Ocean City, Maryland, which is a little bit harder to get to. I do have an airport near me in my state that actually goes to their small local airport that has like 2 runways. It's such a tiny airport. I love being there. It's so nice. And then from there, usually the only thing I ask for as a community guest is for someone to take me to the con, like if I can get a ride there and back. That's like the only compensation that I ask for, and then they usually would comp my table. But yeah, so it's a fun time to get. It's fun con to get to, and it's fun to get there and everything. But it is a little pricier, so I think this is just for the best. Are you dragging yourself off? Did you get overheated? Oh my gosh, this is a little heating pad. We got it for the older cat because he sometimes gets a little chilly. So we got the heating pad right over here. We keep it on low, just enough for them to like enjoy it. And this one steals it all the time. I mean, look at him. Nope. Yeah, there's little bow. Hi, buddy. This is Finn and Freddy. These are my 2 kitties. Now it is time to organize the desk again. I have no fabric mountain. I have sweatshirt mountain I need to put away. And then I have this little bit of fabric, which was what Hibiscus was using in the other room. So that's gonna get put away right now. And then I'm going to work on organizing my desk. I'm actually back in the office sooner than I normally am. Something about like having all this free time makes me feel so energized and recharged. Like there's so many ideas and things that I want to do, especially catching up with shop orders and finishing some of the bigs that I never got a chance to because I was just so like strapped for time. And so like I want to make things. And so knowing that I want to make things, I'm like, okay, I think I've been needing like this small break from cons for a long time, and there's no better time to take it than after Everfree. So in the future, I might do the same thing, like after Everfree will be my small like recharge before some of the fall cons, especially since we have 3 cons now for the remainder of the year. We have Midwest Fur Fest, which just found out I got into, so stoked about that. Like it doesn't feel real yet that I got in because I've been trying for a while and this is the first time I've ever gotten in, and it doesn't feel real yet, but that's so exciting. And then Ponyville Cider Fest, which is always a big con. That's usually the one we go out on a bang on. And then Carolina Fur Fair, which is a local furry con that I adore. It was Blue Ridge Fur Fair, but they moved it out of the Blue Ridge Mountains just because that's a hard place for some people to get to, and maybe for the best with Hurricane Helene and everything. So it got canceled last year due to that tragedy, but this year it's so far still on track. It's at the start of November. Cider Fest is in like the middle of November, the weekend before Thanksgiving, and then Midwest Fur Fest is like the first weekend in December, I believe, the 5th through the 7th. So that's what we have coming up. So we have a small like little end of year gauntlet going on, but we have like over 2 months to prepare for all that. So I am so hyped. There's so many things I want to make, and of course I want to get caught up on all my shop orders. So first of all, let's get this desk in working order because this desk got messy during the end of con prep. All right, I don't know if this is how it's gonna end up being, but there's so much more room on my desk now. I got this locker shelf right here from the store because it matches like my pink stuff, and I don't use my trash can as much because, you know, mostly I just use it when I have something to throw away. So I put it up here, and then I put my pins down here, and then if I need something I can like pull it out, get it, and push it back.
So maybe this will work out. It kind of frees up a lot of space on the desk, which I'm really happy about, and was basically my goal because I use all these things. And while I was getting this stuff, because I got a lot of organization stuff since we're rearranging the apartment a bit, I had been wanting to hopefully save up and get a house someday, but then like I saw the housing prices were like skyrocketing, and I'm like, okay, I'm not focusing on the here and now. I was focusing too much on like I didn't even know if it was an obtainable thing in the future. So I decided to try and make like the space I'm in more like inhabitable, more comfortable, more like us. So we got a few different things that are coming in, some organization things and some cabinets and things like that to make like our apartment more comfortable for us. And so one of those things was we went to the store and got some organization stuff. And while I was going to the organization stuff in Target, I never knew that they had like sewing supplies, but apparently where the ironing boards and the irons are and everything, they have like a very tiny sewing section. It's like some very basic threads that you need for like minor clothes repairs and buttons, safety pins, and a few little things like that. And then for some reason they had some fabric scissors. They had some Hibiscus in purple. And I think they were trying to get rid of them because they were on a very big sale. So I was like, I'm a sucker for really pretty colored like office supplies and craft supplies. So I got them because if they work, then this is amazing. I got these for an amazing deal for this size of fabric scissor. And then if they don't work, we can either take them back or just use them for like paper or something. So I'm flinging them around. So hopefully they work out because these are very pretty. It's like the same color as my pony Sona, and these scissors are very pretty. So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully it does. And my new mailers have come in. They're super cute.
Hi. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, that's a big yawn. Hey, baby. Hey, sweet boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so sweetie.
It is button punching time. Even though we don't really need the buttons for like 2 months, I'm gonna go ahead and start punching some of them because we've been reorganizing. A lot of the furniture that we ordered for our apartment like refresh has arrived, and we have been moving around furniture all day, taking things down to the garage, all that good stuff, and it already looks so much better in here. We've been working on new ways to like organize our stuff, getting rid of things that we're no longer using, and then packing up a lot of stuff to take down to the garage that we still want to keep but we're just not using, especially like old clothes and things like that. So once it gets cooler outside, like it's already becoming really nice, like the fall weather is slowly trickling in and it's wonderful outside, but I'm gonna wait until it gets a little bit chillier outside before I start organizing the garage. The garage super needs it, but we'll get shelves and everything for that when it's time to finally get to organizing that. I know I keep saying I'll do it, but it's just been too hot. It has been way too hot to do it. So we'll finally get it nice and organized. I did get it better. Like it's kind of organized chaos. Things are in like organized chaos piles, but with all the cons we did in a row, it has definitely gotten messy again. So it absolutely needs it. And then I should bring down a little table or something, so that way I have like a nice area to actually stage the suitcases better than what I do have, which is just me sitting on a folding chair in front of one of those black and yellow totes. But that's all. We're working on that already. It's so nice in here. We moved a bunch of stuff around. One of my favorite things that we moved around was I had this black bookcase. Like I have the IKEA bookcase that we're using for the TV, the 8 cube one, and then we had a 4 cube one beside it just because we didn't know what to do with it, and I had it from like when I lived on my own. I was using it as a TV stand, and now we're using the 8 one as a TV stand. We'll get a better TV stand eventually, but for right now that one works perfectly fine. So we took the 4 cube one to move it into the bedroom closet, and then put the new display cabinet for Hibiscus's Warhammer stuff where that was, and it looks so much nicer there. And it also has, because it has lights on, and there it also helps light up the room, which is really cool. So we moved the 4 cube one into the closet, and then I use cubes on it to help organize. I have a ton of tote bags. One of my weaknesses in life is when like a gift shop or somewhere has a custom tote bag. Like, I have so many, and I have thrown away and like regifted so many tote bags because I do use them, and so some of them just got way too used and just needed to be discarded, and then a lot of them I passed on to other people, and then even more of them I have ended up donating to one of the thrift stores around here because I just have so many. It is my weakness. Like, if you have a buy X things, get a free tote bag, I'm probably going to get the tote bag. If you're like, whenever I go to all these places and I go to an attraction and they have like a gift bag that says the name of the place on it, it's coming home with me. It's just, it is what it is. I've been getting better at it, but it's still like my number one weakness. So I have way too many. So now I have them organized in cubes, which help me get rid of a bunch of them that I don't need. And it's been pretty great. So that really worked out. That was my favorite like thing that I did. And because I organized them in the cube, I used to have them hanging up in the hall closet, but now the hall closet can be actually used for like jackets and things, especially since the colder weather is approaching. So because we've been moving all the furniture around all day and reorganizing and everything, we are both dead tired. So I'm like, all right, let me just punch buttons out. Let me just do something kind of brainless and fun. So I have a bunch of comics here. This one is not going to end up getting made buttons out of it. This is one of the classics reimagined. When I was my Epic the Musical like phase, which I'm still in. let's be real. But I got this because it's a retelling of the Odyssey with ponies, and it was pretty interesting. It was pretty cute. Definitely like an interesting way to like give this to kids, and they'll get into the classics and everything. So this is this version of the story with Pinkie Pie as Odysseus, which is an interesting choice. And then throughout it, they have moments where they'll tell a story, and the story is in a different artist's like style, which is really cool. I really like the last one here, which is like told on a vase, which is really cool. But I don't think I'll be able to make any buttons out of it, just because this art style here doesn't super lend itself to buttons very well, especially like if they are too off model, people won't want the buttons of them, I've learned. So I think I paid like $12.99 for this, so I'll probably just pass it along at Cider Fest for $12 and see if anyone wants it, pass it along to the next person. It was a great read, but I don't think I'm going to read it again, so maybe someone else will want it. And then I have these. I got these two and this one at Colossal Con's Otaku Flea Market. This one was also from Colossal Con's Otaku Flea Market. It was in a box set that had like the holiday CD and everything, which I absolutely got so we can listen to it in the car. I love the pony Christmas music. I love all the pony Christmas specials. That is also a guilty pleasure of mine. They have one that's like a Christmas Carol retelling, but with pony characters. I eat that up. I love Christmas Carol like retellings and seeing like what characters are in what roles, because like so many kids shows growing up like did a Christmas Carol but with their characters. And so Christmas Carol with pony characters, yes, please sign me up. Starlight Glimmer was the perfect casting as the main character in that. So good. And yes, I said main character because the name is escaping me right now. It's pretty late. That's my bad. But I love those songs. All those songs are so good. I watch that special like every Christmas. Every year's Christmas, I have rewatched that pony special because it's so cute. I love it. And just, there's 4 different Christmas specials. The others I still like. I don't like them as much as that one. But there's one with the Student 6. They're doing pretty much the Breakfast Club in a way, but they're like talking about their holiday traditions of the different species. There's one where Pinkie Pie invites Applejack over to her family for Christmas because they're related. I know people are like, but it's so vague. They're related. It's pretty clear that they're related. But they all go to spend like Christmas together, and then Applejack has to learn to like let go of tradition. That one's pretty cute. And then of course the first one where they tell like the very first like pony Christmas and goes into like the lore and everything. That one's really cute too. Sorry, got interrupted. I don't remember what I was talking about. I think it was rambling and yapping and all that good stuff. Anyway, these are the 3 that I bought myself, which is a Halloween issue that I hadn't seen before. So I was like, all right, I gotta pick that up. Plus, like, this art is always beautiful. Like this specific cover by Andy Price, 10 out of 10. And then they're doing these like little collections where it's like a few different issues featuring that pony more prominently. And then I got the Counterlot Wedding. I have one more coming in that was like super cheap for some reason. I think it was just a sale. They're trying to get rid of it in the store. So that one's going to be coming in eventually. I ordered it online, but it's really cool. Why does it show that LD like that? It's still IDW, right? Yeah. Is that like their new logo? Did IDW change their logo? Okay, now I gotta look this up. They did. They changed their logo for their 25th? 60th? I forget what it was. It was a big anniversary. So they changed the logo for this year. And I guess I haven't bought anything that's been like made this year. Everything that I bought has been like old stock that's been around. So yeah, that's their... I don't know if that's just for the anniversary or they're sticking around, but that's IDW's logo now. It's just ID. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The other logo was not anything to write home about, so I don't really have any strong feelings about it. But yeah, that's interesting. All right, well, hey, that means they're still making like pony comic stuff. I'm gonna keep buying it because I want them to keep making pony comic stuff because pony comics are awesome. And whatever happens with G6, I hope they keep making the comics. Anyway, I have yapped way too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and punch some buttons and edit some vlogs. So I was punching buttons, editing, and also kind of doing the Sims. And then I look out, and this scared me, because this is a giant U-Haul truck, and it's like level with the window. It's hard to get across the scale on the video, but I was just like, oh my gosh, what is that? But I know there's someone in the complex, I think upstairs on the 3rd floor, moving. So that's what that's for, but it just kind of scared me. Quick update, we have some fabric that arrived. We have this like gray hued purple. It's very like, I can't think of the correct color, but I like using it for the beetles. So I got some beetles fabric. We have 2 or 3 yards. I forget how much I got of the Azure, which is for Trixie and Marionette. The mango, the banana for Fluttershy. So yeah, I believe this is 1 yard, 2 yard. I think there's like 3 yards of this. I think I did 2 yards of this. I don't know. I have to double check. And then this is, it's hard to see, but this is a baby blue. And then this is an aqua, and these are great for Trixie hair and lots of other hairs. I'm just out of those. And then here is a more reddish, brownish gray color. And that's also going to be for beetles. So that's the colors I ordered. I'm going to absolutely need more, but that's what I got for now. Yeah, loving these colors. Running from his problems. Is no kitty problems.
0 kitty problems.
Oh gosh, where's the light on? You made the light come on, buddy. It's because you're so sweet. Hey. Oh my goodness. You're so sweet. Alright, so we have Bonbon all cut out. There's 2 there. This is an Autumn Blaze I had cut out, but she has a lot of work that needs to be done to her because Autumn Blaze has a lot of like different colored bits. Like her the gusset between her eyes, that little face gusset there, is a green, which I have that green. It's a very nice green. And then she has little green toes. So that's going to have to be done to her, but that won't take long at all. And then this is Trixie. I cut out the rest of Trixie's body because I used part of Trixie's body to make Marionette, who was supposed to go to Everfree, but she didn't make it in time. So now she's just vibing over there in the stuffing bin. And then now I am working on 4 Trixies for shop orders. And then over there I have 4 Fluttershy and 3 Flutterbat that are going to be going out for shop orders. So we finished a lot of orders this week. I think we finished 20 in total. So that's pretty awesome. And of course I have much more to finish. I think next we're going to do the embroidery for the 8 Flawless that we have on order. And we're going to get those shipped out probably Monday or Tuesday of this coming week. The only reason I'm not 100% sure is because we are organizing the living room. We're making a desk for Hibiscus to have in the living room area. So we got a smaller couch, plus our old couch was just not that great. I got it on a discount from Wayfair and it's not very good, but it served us well for almost a year. So, you know, for the price, it is what it is. We got another couch that's probably not going to last but a year because it was also on sale for a very good price. But we don't really know what we want to get for like a forever couch. They don't really make forever stuff anymore, unfortunately. So for now, we're just going to get a nice couch that will fit the area and fit what we have planned for our area. And so I'm hoping to get the Flawless embroidered probably Saturday, maybe Sunday at the latest. I think today we will be able to get everything organized so then we can start back up on some of the more embroidery work on Saturday. We'll see what happens. So that is my plan of attack, but right now I'm going to start finishing up these Trixies so that way they can go out in the mail today. Also, I have this down here because I was cutting things out, so I just pulled the inner part out to use, but I don't think this is really going to work. The trash can being up there is a bit much. Now, if I had like a shorter trash can I could fit under there, that would be one thing. But I don't think the trash can works up there. I still need to finagle everything over here. And then also it's annoying to keep pulling out the pencils in and out every time that I need to get something because I use those a lot. So I think we're just gonna nix that and figure out something better. I have no idea, but I do like the locker stand. It matches all my pink stuff perfectly. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do, but hey, we got plenty of time to do that. We have been just bawling on the organization of the house or the apartment and everything. We got our kitchen cabinet built and put together and off to the side because we have like very little kitchen cabinet space, and half of the kitchen cabinets are like taller than where I can reach them. So it's hard to like get stuff, especially if Hibiscus isn't here. So this is great. That way there's all the stuff right where it needs to be. We're paying the laziness tax. There's no excuse to not cook something because it's right there. So we got that built. We have his new glass cabinet for Warhammer built, and all the other furniture is put away. We've also got the shelves down to the garage, and it's looking great. So yeah, we're still figuring things out, but yeah, my desk definitely needs some improvement to work better for what I need it to, but we have plenty of time to figure that out. We are in full swing of desk organization. It is a beautiful day. Hibiscus is at a Warhammer tournament, so now I am going to clean the rest of the apartment because we have all furniture except for the desk. There's going to be an additional desk in the living room, so that way when Hibiscus helps me with like some embroidery and cutting and things, he has a different desk to go to because he hates doing his like work for his job at the desk, and then also that being like his cool down desk for like playing games and winding down after work. So we're getting him another desk for the living room, and I think that'll be good for him because like I have my office where I can kind of leave, but he doesn't have that. And we did agree ahead of time that I would get like an area for the office since I work from home. And then he has where the dining room is, that area for his like workspace. But we're getting him a second desk for the living room, so that'll be great. And we also moved this bookcase in here. And it was a combination of, there was a bookcase here already, which was this one, but we packed up a ton of the books because we're like, we're not going to read these, and they're taking up room in this small apartment. So we put those in our garage, which will go through a big overhaul once it gets cooler this fall. And then we also had a bookcase in the living room, a tiny like black one that's 4x4, which is now in there, using for organization of all the tote bags. But I put everything that was on there over here. So we have like the pony card games, which this shelf can get like moved around when we get different things for over there. But they're just there for right now. I have not played it. I own it and like all the expansions. Yeah, because I got the new School Kids one, but I haven't played it. I don't know why. I think I just haven't had time, which has been my like reason for a lot of stuff that I haven't gotten done. But we're taking a small break, so maybe now will be the time to learn how to play this, and then I can bring it to cons and play it with people at cons. And then I have, of course, my entire pony D&D collection. So there's 2 different pony role-playing games. There's the role-playing game. Hasbro is doing like this sort of thing with all their properties. There's one for Transformers, and I don't know if there's any other ones that there are, but I know there's one for Transformers. And so this stuff here is all for that. Is this a module for that? No. So that's a module for it. So this is all that role-playing game, all the expansions, all the books, everything. I have it right here. And then this side of things is the Tales of Equestria section. So here we've got the 2 box sets. I think I got pretty much all of the little modules. And then I have all the core books for that one. And this one is more like kid-friendly. It's more simple. Anyone can basically pick it up. Where this one is more like a traditional D&D. And I have ran a game of this. It was a one-shot. Everyone had a good time. And so I do plan to do more in the future. I'd love to do one at a con and just run it like small group of people or something. And this one I absolutely need to get reading. I like that they include little ribbon bookmarks on those. That's a pretty nice touch. And then I also have the Tokens of Friendship, which is just like kind of inspiration, but you give it out more liberally in the game. And they're just like little tokens you give people, and then they can use it when they have like an idea. And then this right here is tarot cards. Sophie Scruggs did a tarot card set like a few years ago, and I think they're super pretty. And one of the DMs that was doing D&D when I first started would get a tarot card deck, and like if he couldn't decide what the outcome would be, or like if someone rolled really high or low or something, he would pull out the tarot card decks, have them pull out a deck, and then based on what that card was, it would help him make a decision. And since I had started to run my own D&D campaigns but with ponies, I got a pony tarot card set so I could do the same if I wanted to. It's just really cute. It's really cute, it's really fun, and I really like them. And then just some other stuff, old video game systems. Someone gave me this plush at HarmonyCon. I think it's cute and it's my colors. And then we have all kinds of different nerdy stuff. The Final Fantasy role-playing game book and all that stuff. The Green Knight. Hibiscus loves the Green Knight. Like, not just the movie. He did like the movie, but he just likes the story of the Green Knight. One of the first cons we did together was Animazement 2016, and he commissioned this artist to draw the Green Knight, and she drew him as like a chameleon. It's so cute. We have it hanging up in our house still. It's super cool. He loves that sort of thing. And then Orlog, because I really liked Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I know not many people liked it. I had a fun time. It was the first Assassin's Creed game I played, so that's probably why I'm making my way backwards through this series for some reason. So right now I'm on Origins. That's where I've gotten to. And maybe I can get some more Assassin's Creed progress done. And then I have the Clow cards because I was a 90s kid and I love, oh my gosh, I cannot get this up. I like card captors. They're in this box, but it has all of the cards from that show in there. And like, I never realized how deliciously like 90s old school anime the cards looked until I was looking through them in this set. And they're just so cool. And so like, some of them, they look like by nowadays standards bad, but they're just so great. Like, I love that stuff. So I got this when we were in San Francisco. I'd always wanted a set.
And I remember that they used to sell them when I was a kid, like at Blockbuster. And I always wanted one, but I never got it because I never could save up my allowance for it. There's always other things I wanted, so it just bypassed me. But then I saw it when I was in San Francisco at the bookstore in the Japantown Mall, and I had to get it. And I love it. I love it so much. So now it's here on display. And then here is the glass cabinet that was in the living room. It's now here, and it has a mix of Warhammer models and more Weeb things in here, and all sorts of stuff. Are things that we got at Pop Mart are in there too. And there's some Gundams. I mean, they're the people, but not the figure, not the actual Gundams, but Warhammer. And then this is my shelf. I put all my Guardians of Harmony figures in there. I think they're super neat. So they're in there. And yeah, these are both in here now instead of in the living room. And that is a cat pad that I have not put up anywhere yet. But yeah, that's what we have in here now. And the living room is done, minus the desk, of course. But there's a main issue, and the issue is cat toys everywhere. That cat has so many toys. So a big part of today is going to be me picking up all the toys and going through them, because he has too many toys. He's had them for a long time. He doesn't even play with all of them anymore. So we are going to go through the toys. And here is the living room stuff. We still have a bunch of stuff here in the corner, because that's where the desk is going to go. So we're not 100% sure how we're going to organize that stuff. So we have just all that stuff over there for right now. And this is the display cabinet over here, which Hibiscus loves this thing. There's all his little Warhammer sets. Yeah, buddy. Finn. That's all his little displays he's got in there right now. He plans to do more. He wants to do a Cursed City layout in this one, and I don't know what he's going to do for the bottom, but there's no rush on that, and this looks amazing already. And then this is the new couch. This is the new Finn. Hey, buddy. Hi, sweet boy. You're so sweet. Yeah. And it fits really good in this space. We had a big couch, like the 3-cushion one, but like it's just us, and no one really sat in the middle, so we just have the love seat now. This is perfect for our space, and it'll allow us the room for the desk over here. And yeah, we have been working and organizing. All his toys are now organized. Yeah, you have a lot of toys, buddy. Answer for your toy crimes. You have so many. Sweet boy. Hi. Yeah? Hey. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, this worked out pretty good. We have the sage tablecloth. I know it's not, like, it's still got all the folds on it. I was just seeing what it looked like. And then we have the pink, like, cheesecloth, kind of like what weddings use. And it's draped over the table so it's not touching the light box. And I think that looks really nice. So it's not just this white table. And that sparkly purple tablecloth sucked. It is so, like, it just shifts and everything. It's so, like, slippery. So this is perfect. I love how this looks. And I kept him up there. I can't not have him up there. He looks super cool up there. I like this. I was able to keep the table there. So this will just be what it is with him up there. So we have now finished the, well, organization. I almost said renovation. Organization of everything. There's a boy down here. Hey, buddy. And I hung up all my badges. I might reorganize them a little bit, but they're still looking good. I got all of them over here. The light box has the cheesecloth over it. No, I still haven't washed that. Leave me alone. Yes, buddy. Yeah? My gosh, can I not film anything? Hey, buddy. And then we have this all organized. I had some stuff in the corner. I got that put up. And then all these baskets are organized. Hi. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Oh my God, he's so sweet. I organized my drawers. All that's organized in there. And hi. Okay. Basically, the entire apartment is organized. He's just being a sweetie. So I'm very excited about that. We have the bathroom organized, the laundry room. One of the cats opened the closet in there. Kitchen is organized. Bedroom and bedroom closet are organized. Living room's organized. The only thing we have left to organize is Hibiscus's work desk and his non-work desk. It'll be in the living room, but that'll be arriving later in the week. So for now, we have everything organized, built, ready to go. It feels so good. It was way overdue. With all the cons in a row, we just didn't have time to like get everything fixed up as we should. Also, the laptop is not normally on my desk, but as you guys may have seen in this video, I'm on a Sims 2 bender. I don't get to play it too often. Like when it's like go time for cons, I have to put it up. I can't play it. But since we're doing shop orders and things like that, instead of like focus time, let's make as much as we can, I can kind of make things at a more leisurely pace. That's not to say that we are slowing down. Like there are 6 Fluttershy and Flutterbats over there ready to be shipped out. Another 6. So those are going to be ready to go out the door today. So we're not like, you know, slowing down or anything, but I don't have to sew at quite the pace as like con prep crunch. So I am very much enjoying that. Currently I am working on some shining armors. I was working on Trixie's, but I need to sew their hats. So I'm going to do all those hats at one time. I have them all cut out and stitched together. I just have to sew the point to the brim, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. So we are going to instead do some bonbon sewing and finish up these shining armors. I have 2 shining armors I need to make. So finishing up those right now, and then we'll pivot back to the Trixies. So yeah, it's going great. We're doing good, and Finn is also up here. He is very happy. Hey buddy, you a happy boy? Yeah, he's a happy boy. All right, I caved and I got the Shopify counter that I see a lot of people have. And I don't know if it keeps track of the amount of sales you've made or the amount of money you made. I don't really know that much about it. I got the big one that has like 7 digits instead of just the 5 digits, the one that everyone has, because I'm like, if I'm getting this thing, if I'm spending this much, I am spending the extra to get the biggest one, so I don't have to like ever get a new one again. I can just use this one. So even if I don't stick with it, you know, at least I got the big one. But I can't imagine that I won't stick with it, because you just like put it somewhere in your room, and then just whenever you get it sale, it like ticks up. So that's pretty cool. I don't really know 100% how it works, but I've seen other people have it. So I had to get one because I think they're really cool, and I have such a thing for, in one of my vlogs for Babs Con, we went to the ferry building, and it has one of those counter boards with like the like little black squares that turn over, like in Lost Season 2, where he has to like type the numbers in, and then the little counter thing spins over. It's just like that. It's that sort of thing with this one, and I just like that. I like that aesthetic and everything. So I am super excited for this. So let me get this open. Oh, good. It's got big right there what I need to do to get started, so I'm happy about that. Are these stickers? Oh yeah, they are. They're little stickers. So I guess you can put them on whatever you want. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Really minutes away from having this tool ready. All right, so we're gonna get this set up. Is this like a quick guide? Oh. No, this is telling you what you need to do. Okay, that's fair. It's fair to know exactly what you need to get started before you get started. I'm probably gonna put mine over there where the nanachis are, because I don't think it would really work up here. I have too many plushies and stuff. Maybe over there it might work. I don't know. I should have thought about where I was gonna put it before I got it. But that's probably the best place for it. I was also thinking about putting it on there, but this is pretty like covered with things, so probably not the best spot. But that's probably going to be the best spot for it, is over there with all those guys. Well, I accidentally hit stop recording, but I just immediately started again, so nothing was missed. Okay, there's like this little tab here, and they have these sticking out. Oh, it's all the information about the warranty. You know, here we go. Here it is. You can see it's got the little black tile that turn over, which is super cool. Here's all the plug stuff. Oh, it's got different plugs. So if you're in a different country, you can just use the same plug. That's really cool. So that way you can pick whichever plug you need, which we need the US one. I stayed in Poland for like a month in college, and this is the plug that I used over there. So that's pretty cool that it has all of those. I like that. Very nice. Also pretty good because then you can just sell one product for like all the countries. You don't have to like make different ones for each one. You can just have that. More places need to do that. All right, and here is the counter. There we go. And it's got this plastic on that I will take off. It's super cool. I like that it's the more like wood color brown because it can like go with more things. It can match more things. Is there anything else in the box? No, just more foam. All right, I'm gonna get this thing unbagged now.
All right, we're sideways for a bit so I can show this, but this is how they have the plug, and then you just slide the one that you need in, and then it's ready to go. That's really cool. I wonder how hard it is to remove. Nope, not hard at all. Oh, that's awesome. I really like that. More places need to just do that. That's so cool. All right, and for people who like it, here is the pool. I know I always like the pull. Like whenever you pull the backing of the plastic off of the acrylic keychains, it's so satisfying. There we go. Nice and out of the box. There it is. And here it is from the proper angle. It does look like a wood panel, so that's good. Wood goes with more things. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go put this where I want it to live and then get it all set up. Oh, but real quick, you can hang it using like these right here. That's really cool. And then it also has an Ethernet connection, so I guess if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can still have it hooked up to what you need it hooked up to. All right, we got it all set up. Do people use this more for sales numbers or for amount of sales that they've made? I have to like ask people what they display on theirs, but we got it set up. And then all the Nanachis are just now resting on top of it. So this is its home for now. It was totally easy to set up. Mobile was not displaying the install app for some reason, so I did it on my computer and it went through just fine. So yeah, it was, I mean, there were some steps. It was a little involved, but I think it took like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to get set up. So it's all set up and it looks great. I love this. We have this one and this one. Is it just cleaning time? Is it cleaning time over here? I think it is. Currently putting the finishing touches on some Flawless orders. I have their capes right here. 8 Flawless, 1 Misty will be going out tomorrow. So that'll make, I believe, 30 orders that we've finished over the past like 2 weeks or so. It's been very nice catching up on orders. With the Con Gauntlet, I definitely fell behind on my orders. So I'm extremely happy to finally get caught up with that. And we're also working on more orders, of course. I'm hoping to, by the end of this month, or if not by the end of this month, at least by October 15th, be like fully caught up, or as much as I possibly can be fully caught up, because some new orders will come in. So that is my current goal, and hopefully we can meet that. We've been doing such a good job, I don't see why we wouldn't. And then I need to massively redo my shop. My shop is super due for it. Hey, Freddy. He's bumping my leg. My shop is super overdue for an update. Plus, I want to add the keychains onto my shop. And I think I was missing Rainbow Dash because everyone is letting me know on my reel that Rainbow Dash wasn't one of the ones. And that's just because I was running out of time and I did not feel like swapping out the thread back and forth for her rainbow hair.
So that was laziness on my part. Plus I was running low on the turquoise. So I was like, let me use the turquoise for something different that isn't these Rainbow Dash keychains. So I'm going to be putting those up on my shop. I know it's highly requested. Plus it's something I want to do. And I've had these mailers right there forever. And I've just been hanging on to them. They've been going from bag to bag to bag, just in storage, in my closet. And I was finally going to throw them away. I had them in the trash bag to like go to the recycling because I just cannot use them. And then I was like, wait, these are perfect for the keychains. And then I cleaned out this basket here and they actually fit in this basket perfectly. And like they all fit there, and you can see it's 2 different sizes. I got like this bundle of like 50 of each different size with the same picture on it. And these are just the remnants. I'm using up like the remainder of them right now. But yeah, that's just the remnants of what I have left of those, and they're going to be used for the keychains. So I'm glad I thought to hang on to them until we had a use. So whenever I put those keychains up, those will be perfect for those. And I imagine the keychains will probably be around $15 or something. Not very much. They're not hard at all to make. And it just takes a while to, you know, get everything embroidered as it needs to be. But I think that's a good price, and they're pretty fun to make too and see the end results of. So that'll be a nice little fun, smaller dollar item on the shop. There's definitely some items I want to take off the shop. I want to get everything cleaned up. I want to add some more sections, like a tamer section and a followed Equestria section. And then I also want to add the stickers back on the shop. I didn't have them on my shop because I could not think of a good way to really have them on my shop and have them like organized and everything. And now I definitely have the time to put the effort in, so I definitely want to. So there will be a big just shop update that's mostly just organizing it, making sure my items are correct on there and everything. And then I can keep track of everything on my Shopify counter. That is just a placeholder number right now while I decide what I want to do. I was asking, and most people do have the numbers on there be number of sales made versus like dollar amount because of privacy reasons. And like that totally makes sense to me. I totally understand why you would want to have it be that and not have how much money you're making like displayed. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing too. I don't know. I might just like make it the dollar amount and then keep it private, but I don't know, because I'm like never at that desk. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do just yet about that. But yeah, we're doing really good too with con prep. I have already a few beanies and a big one, and I'm going to be working on some bonbon next. I have one that is for a customer pickup for Cider Fest, and so I'm going to make another one as well just to have for the table at Cider Fest, because might as well. It's easy enough to make 2 at the same time. And I also am doing that with a Sunset Shimmer, so those are like next on the docket. And then I'll be making more stuff. We also, Hibiscus was helping me embroider some beetles, and we're doing prep for Carolina Fur Fair and Midwest Fur Fest at the same time. So it's a lot of beetles. It is a lot of beetles. There's probably going to be like 20 to 30 of this one color of beetle. It's our most popular beetle color. And then from there we'll have like gray and brown and different other beetle colors. So that's going to be great. Midwest Fur Fest is no unlicensed fan art. So if you have the license to sell something, then you can sell that for sure. I'm not 100% sure how that works for like Deltarune and Undertale and the Vivzy Pop stuff where like they allow the fan art and everything. And I'm a little too nervous to ask what like the clarification. I don't want to be the bother. I never want to be the bother. Funnily enough, I was asking in there, which I was absolutely way overthinking this, because I make the worms on a string. And so I was asking like, hey, do the worms on a string count as fan art? Because for me, I see it more as like a toy type. Like if someone was to make a plushie of like a balloon animal, or to make like a rocking horse or something,
And everyone on the chat was like, yeah, you're way overthinking that hibiscus. It's like it's just a toy type. And then I googled it, and yeah, there is no active copyright on Worm on a String because it's too like basic of an idea. The original creators, which I did not know this, it was made in the 1970s, but the original creators of the Worm on a String, they have like copyright on their Squirmels or whatever it's called. That's like the brand name that they came up for their Worm on a String toy. But Worm on a Strings themselves are non-copyrighted, so it is not copyright infringement to make a Worm on a String. Who knew? So yeah, I'll be doing some Worm on a Strings for sure. Probably after I get all this stuff situated. But I have a page in my notebook where I keep track of my con stock and everything that is just titled, what is it? It's like Unsorted Furrycon or something. Yeah, it's a Furrycon temp page, and I'm going to be marking down the furry stuff as I make it. So like Hibiscus is helping me with a lot of the smaller things that he can help me with, and I'm just gonna mark them as we go through them, so that way once it gets closer to, then I can finally start sorting them into what is for Carolina Fur Fair and what is for Midwest Fur Fest. But for right now, it's just a temp page because there's no reason to really sort it out. And then I also got, where did I put them? I do not remember where I put them. I think I already put them up. Oh well. But I had gotten these safari hats because Amazon had shown that they were one size, and the place where I used to get my safari doll hats, which I would use for Daring Do, was CRS Crafts, or CR's Crafts. It's CRSCRAFT.com. The website looks like it's from the 90s, but they have some really great doll accessories, and they're a great place to get the poly pellets and everything, and glass pellets, and all sorts of different supplies. They're a great place to get that stuff. But they've been out of safari hats since, and I cannot find anywhere to get the safari hats. Like, anywhere that I Google will either have, like, the big size for the doll heads, or will have, like, what I accidentally got on Amazon, which the pictures were non-consistent, and I swear when I ordered it, it said one size, and then when I checked the page after it arrived, it said another size. It could just be misreading it, but I swear it had said like 3 inches. And then after I got it, it said 1 3/4 inches. So maybe I just read it wrong, but I don't know. I bought them because it said 3 inches. And so they arrived, and they're itty bitty. And I think I'm just paranoid about that because one time I bought something on eBay. I think it was a Tsum Tsum, because I was making a Tsum Tsum backpack for myself for a trip I was going on, because I thought it would just be something fun for Disney. And when I did, I ordered Marie or something, Tsum Tsum, one of the cats from Aristocats. I ordered the Tsum Tsum, and when it arrived, it was a really gross looking bootleg Timon plushie. And then I checked the listing, and the listing had changed since I ordered it. But I was able to prove that to eBay and got my money back. And then I think I just donated the Timon, because what am I going to do with that? But yeah, that was crazy. And so I'm just so paranoid. So I'm almost positive I misread it, but there's always a little part of me that's just like, did this happen again? But so I'm keeping them, of course, because there's no reason to send them back. They weren't even that expensive. So I think what I'm going to do is, I have the frogs that I put the cowboy hats on, and I was going to put some other hats on them if I found any that were small enough. I still have plenty of cowboy hats. I think I have 8 brown and 8 pink, so I could sort that between the 2 cons pretty easily. And I can also use the safari hat. So now I got to think of a good pun name, because the cowboy hat ones, we've been calling them Yeehaw Frogs. And I forget. Oh, there's witches hats that I was going to get for them, and Allie and I were like trying to come up with a good pun name, and we came up with Hocus Crocus, and that's amazing. Allie gets full credit for that one. And so I can't think of a good pun name for safari frogs. I gotta figure out one for the little safari hats. But it's crazy, even like on Amazon and Etsy, there's just no safari hats. I don't know why. Is there only like one company making those and then they went out of business or something? I just can't find it. Everything, like I said, is like doll size, tiny, or it's like actual child size safari hats. So I don't know. It's crazy. Where did the safari hats go? So that's the main reason I haven't had Daring Do in forever on my shop, is because I just don't have safari hats. I did manage to find 2 at some random store that I stopped in like somewhere. So I had 2 in stock for a hot second on my shop, but they've both been claimed by now. But yeah, it's just like, I want more safari hats. Where are they? But yeah, no, CR's Crafts has them on back order, and I've emailed them a few times to ask, like, hey, do you know when these are coming in? They're like, no, we honestly have no clue. They've been out forever, and I haven't asked them the past few years just because it's going to be the same answer, and I figure at this point, if they were going to be in, they'd be in by now. Anyway, so those frogs are going to probably be the next thing I embroider, but I do need to order more fabric for them. I need to do another fabric order because I'm also out of turquoise, and I have some more misty orders. I think I have like 2 more misty orders that I need to make something for. There's another misty order that I have the thing made for, but I need to confirm something with them, so that hasn't gone out yet. But yeah, there's 2 more misties I need to make, and I'm out of their fabric, so I need to order more of the fabric. It's the turquoise. And then I could stand to get more flawless fabric, and I need green, and I need some browns, and there's a whole bunch of colors that I need that I've written down. And it's just basically the same colors that I always run out of. There's some colors that we have plenty of, and then there's others where I'm like, okay, I need to get more of this. So I'll probably be doing another fabric order soon. And I don't remember where I was going with this, honestly. I kind of just stream of consciousness-ing while I'm cutting out all these capes. But that is my update for now. Seaquestria Fest is this weekend, so I'll probably end my vlog around then and maybe like title it not Seaquestria Fest Prep, since we are not prepping for Seaquestria Fest. It's honestly really nice that we were able to get done what we did. Like, if I had been planning to go to Seaquestria Fest, it lets me know that I could have gotten done plenty of beanies, and like I would be working at a faster pace and not so leisurely if I was going. So we could have had a turnaround of a lot of items, but I really value this time that I have been taking because it's allowed me to actually rest. Like, I'm done playing The Sims 2, but I was able to just play Sims 2, and I just had so many cons in a row. I didn't have any time for me. But it's been really nice. It's been really nice to take this time and get things done. And we're getting so many orders done. So I am so grateful for having the con gauntlet. And I'm so grateful that I was able to do so many amazing cons. And now I'm grateful that I get to take a little bit of a break between cons. Also, we did get our MagFest results, and we were waitlisted. Now, there is a rejection list. So there's acceptances, waitlist, and rejections, and so we got waitlisted, so it's not a straight up rejection, which, you know, that's awesome. That's something to celebrate. But it does suck to be waitlisted because I love MagFest and I haven't gotten to do it in this will be the 3rd year I haven't gotten to do it. So I'm really sad that we don't get to do MagFest. We could get off the wait list. I know some people were saying that they got off the wait list like in October last time. So there's always hope. But I know that the results for KatsuCon went out in October of last year. And I, of course, did apply for that. I adore KatsuCon, even with everything that happened. Honestly, I don't even mind the pipe thing anymore. It's been like such a weird joy in that Like, it's brought the community together. It's given me like something to talk to with so many people. It's brought out so many fun memes. I have the ribbons that I give out to people, which everyone loved those. They would read it and go like, +1 resistance to pipe resistance, +1 resistance to pipe leaks. They'd be like, haha, oh. It's just so funny to see their face fall, and we would all laugh at it. And yeah, it's like, it was a terrible thing that happened, but like the staff really shined through it all and did just such an amazing job with us, and the community really came together and we were shown so much love. So, you know, make the best out of a bad situation. But even with all that, like, that wasn't KatsuCon's fault. And I adore KatsuCon. I will go back any year that they'll have me. I'll apply every single year. Plus, I just love the National Harbor area, and I love the Gaylord Hotel. Just 10 out of 10 hotel. And if I get into that, or if I get into HarmonyCon, that'll give me plenty of time to prepare for it, because I'll have any time after Midwest Fur Fest and then January to prepare for anything that I get into, which of course, none of these cons are 100%. Also, Ichiban Con is that same weekend as KatsuCon and HarmonyCon. So none of these cons are 100% guaranteed. You just apply and you hope, and if you don't get in, you pivot to something else. But, you know, it is what it is. And so it's a little bumming to not get into a con, especially when you love, and especially when you haven't been able to get into for a while. But that's just how it is. That's how this whole business works. It's sometimes you get in, sometimes you get waitlisted. And hey, waitlist isn't rejection, so maybe something will happen. And if not, then something else even more awesome will happen. So whatever happens, we're going to have a good time. And I'm going to stop rambling because I cut out all the capes and it's time to cape the flawlesses. Alright, I decided to cut out some bats because why not? I'm trying to find some more gray. So, in my scrap bucket anyway. Because I need some gray for her nose. She's almost done. She just needs her little gray nose and then she'll be completed. And I need to go through that to find the gray. So I was like, I might as well cut out some bats while I'm doing that. Why not? It's a nice little, like, easy task to do to wind down after doing all those orders. So that's what I'm going to do. This Yona is also for an order. And she'll be done once her nose is on. But yeah, why not? And I'm going to try the bigger wing pattern this time because I have 2 wings. This is the one I normally use for Flutterbat, but I'm going to try it with the bats this time because why not? Maybe people will like the bigger wings, so might as well change it up a little bit. I just got the email from Triad because Triad is one of those cons where if you're a dealer, you can pretty much just keep coming back as long as you keep accepting the form and filling out the form and everything, which we do. And they sent out those forms, so everything is good to go. I filled everything out, and now I just wait for them to send me the invoice amount, and I'm so excited to be back at Triad. We have not missed a single Triad since 2016. I mean, you know, other than COVID canceling it, of course. But other than that, we have not missed, like, any of the Triads that they have held. I adore Triad. It's, like, so close to me that it costs, like, just booth fees. That's it. Maybe a tank of gas, I guess. Not even. But, yeah, I will be at Triad every year that they'll have me. It's absolutely worth it for me, especially with how close I live to it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited about it this year. This coming year. It is still 2025. It's Triad will be March 27th through 29th, 2026 in Winston-Salem, the Benton Convention Center. So definitely looking forward to that. I had tummy issues. They have been plaguing me recently. I also just have weird food sensitivities. It's fun. But so because of that, I did not cut out very many bats before I had to just like lay down and take it easy. I've been playing Water Park Simulator lately, which is just a fun little game. And so I played some of that and just took it easy, slept it off, and now I feel like not 100%, but like close to. I feel much better. So now we're going to go back to getting everything all cut out so then I can finish up Yona. I also just ordered a ton of fabric because I need a lot of fabric. It can be hard to tell here. I've kind of
gotten a little sloppy with how I've sorted some of this, but most of this will be used up very soon. But I have a lot of long glimmers to get through, so I ordered more lavender. I'm completely out of platinum, and I need it for some derpy order, so I ordered more of that. I ordered more flawless fabric. I ordered honeydew because I've been out of honeydew forever. That's that color right there, which is what you need for minty, for I want to make a kerfuffle. So I'm out of that, need that. I got more of the turquoise, which is what you need for Misty and Rainbow Dash and all that sort of thing. So we have a lot of fabric coming in. And then I got half a yard of one of these colors because I think it's the color I need for Berry Punch, but I'm not 100% sure. So I only got a half yard because if I can't use it for Berry Punch, there's something else I can use it for. But yeah, I got all that. And I think that's it. I think I got another yard of banana because even though I have all this banana, this will not last me. I will need more banana. Banana is a color I am constantly running out of. So they had 1 yard of banana left. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go ahead and take the yard. And then I got what I think is the green that I need. They didn't have just the solid green, but I think the green that I got will work. We'll see. Hopefully it does. If not, I'll probably have to go to Missouri Quilt Co. and order some green from there. And we ordered enough fabric that we got free shipping, so that's awesome. I still don't know what the amount you need for free shipping is. Whatever it is, $187 and Minky hit it, so we're good there. And there are still some colors that I could use, but those are the ones that I really need, and they'll take me through most of what I need to get. So, I mean, there's always colors I'm going to need. It is a never-ending battle that I need some colors. So hopefully that'll take care of us, and we'll get us all situated. And that should probably be here next week. Maybe the week after that, but Cali Quilt Co. usually ships really fast. And for like them being in California, it always arrives like really quick. Especially because when I'm ordering it over here, you know, they're 3 hours behind us. So by the time like I order it here, it's still like early enough for them to ship over there. So I'll probably ship today. They're always super fast. Cali Quilt Co. and Button Boy are like 2 of my favorite places to buy from. They're always so reliable. Hello, buddy. What are you doing here? Oh, yeah. Currently, I am still cutting out the bats, but I just wanted to make a comment on how interesting it is to be doing prep for 2 similar con types at the same time. Because generally when I'm doing cons, I never have 2 overlapping like cons of the same type. Usually I have like furry and anime, or furry and pony, or pony and anime. You know, 2 things that are really easy to like kind of separate out. And so it's kind of interesting because right now I'm preparing for, well, I'm mostly doing shop orders, but I'm doing like gentle prep slowly for Carolina Fur Fair, Ponyville Cider Fest, and Midwest Fur Fest. And I know I've talked about this before earlier in the vlog, but I've got my page here where I'm keeping track of everything. But it's just interesting because right now I am making like all these bats, and Hibiscus is helping me embroider all the beetles. So I've got like 20 beetles prepared, and it's not like all 20 of those are going to one con. It's like 6 or 7 or 8 of those will be going for Carolina Fur Fair, and then the other 14 to 12 will be going to Midwest Fur Fest. So it's just interesting splitting it up like that, and because I'm so used to like taking everything to one con. So it's just interesting, and I'm wondering how I'm going to do that. Probably just put the stuff that I'm going to be taking to Carolina Fur Fair in an IKEA bag, since that's driving distance. And then anything for Midwest Fur Fest I can put aside somewhere else, because I will have most of that stuff in suitcases, but I'll also need my suitcases for Cider Fest before then, because we'll be going to that one. And after Carolina Fur Fair, I'll have to make sure that I focus only on Cider Fest. So I generally won't be able to do any Midwest Fur Fest between those 2 preparations. So it's a good thing to try and get a little head start just between order rounds and everything, work on some stuff here and there, because the orders and all that has my main focus, and also, you know, catching up on rest and like house stuff. Like We're still waiting on that desk. It is now past when it said it was supposed to arrive. It sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's just an interesting experience to like split things up, because I know that's pretty common for people who do like print art and like acrylics and enamel pins and things like that, to set aside this many pins for this con. But as a plush artist, I pretty much just take everything. So it's just an interesting new experience to like split things up. But I think I'm going to finish cutting out the bats. We'll get Yona in order and then we'll call it. But I can't end it without showing you the cute little girl over here. Oh, we have done it. 46 bats entirely cut out. Oh, that was a task. But the scrap bin is now pretty much empty. I just have the green down there. And then that's some pony hair that I can use for another thing. But yeah, like this bin is now entirely empty. So we did good. All right, we have all the wings, bodies, and ears sewn. The only thing left are the heads. And that's because we're low on safety eyes. You can kind of see this is all the normal big ones I have. That's not enough to finish them. And then I have a few of the colorful ones right there. That's just one of the cotton fabric sheddings. And then we have these tiny ones, but they don't really work for these. This is noses, and those right there are noses, both of those. And I think that's all the noses I have. But I use those for like Eevees and stuff. They're big noses. And I don't remember what was there, but it's out. So I ordered more of that particular safety eye. It should be here any moment now. So then I can actually finish the heads, but I might save the heads for later because I want to get some more of the pony stuff done. So currently I am sealing off the burger for Terapagos. It has the spinny in there, which I will be adjusting. It's currently in a trust the process state. There's a piece of cardboard here, and I have this pushed up more so I can get to this to put what is going to be spinning in there, and then it will be nice and sealed. And then around the base is going to go this like skirt, and then underneath it will have little legs, because Terapagos is like a turtles all the way down pun Pokemon. It's really cool looking. So the shell also kind of looks like a turtle, and it has 4 like leggies here, and that will be for that. But yeah, no, it is absolutely in the trust the process stage right now, but it will look amazing, especially I think once we get the gems on, and once we get that skirt on, you can really start seeing what it's going to look like. And then once we get those gems on, that's going to be crazy. I already have the magnet here. It's not going anywhere because there's a magnet underneath. I think I already said that. And I did a method. I have these tiny little baggies that are like this big. I put it in there, did a little dollop of glue to keep it in place right under there. So that way the magnet does not slide around. It stays in place where it needs to stay. And that's pretty awesome. Glue can sometimes weaken the magnet. So you never want to put the glue directly on the magnet if you can help it. It's always better to put it in a little baggie or something. So that way the glue isn't weakening the magnet, it's just on the bag. So that's the best way to do that. And my goal is to have a magnet in the Terapagos, the crown, and then the little Terapagos that sits in the crown. So that way it'll be easy to transport. It can come apart too if you wanted to. That's just pretty cool, honestly, to have them be able to come apart. I want to, after I do the gems, it has like a lot of little sparkles. Well, if you look at the like official art of it, it has a lot of little sparkles. The sprite in the game, sometimes depending on what sprite you're looking at, doesn't look as sparkly. So that's why I'm going with the official art of it versus more of the game, because I know the game has a lot of limitations. So I'm going to try and add as many of those sparklies as I can until I get tired of doing sparklies. So it will look so super sparkly. Also, after I get everything together, I'm going to see about doing white embroidery thread to do, there's some like lines around this base, but I want to make the Terapagos first so that way I can judge where the lines will need to be. And there's also other details you can add, so you can get as detailed or as not as you want. That's why I chose this fabric, because this fabric will also, it also helps with like the
sparkly terrestrial appearance of everything. So yeah, it's gonna look awesome. Everyone says I'm crazy for making this thing, and maybe I am, but it's gonna look cool once it's done. It'll at least be interesting. It's something different. It's a challenge. Oh, he is not happy about it. It ticked up while he was like on the desk looking at the sun. Oh, he is upset now. All right, this is where we're going to end it. I have all these Rainbow Dash bits I'm starting to get together. I finished the Yona. She's looking super cute with her little snoot and her little blanket, and she has little feet too. But yeah, she is super cute, and she's gonna go over there with Twilight. And I have the bonbons where the bodies, I'm turning them inside out for that. And then I finished the shell on the Terapagos, and then the Lazy Susan is still spinning in here. So that'll have the gems on it, so the gems can then spin on it. But it's coming up pretty good. It's out of the first trust the process stage. There will be more, but it's out of the first round of trust the process, and it's actually looking like the base that Terapagos stands on. And right now I just need to put the little feet on the bottom because it has like little feet to like look like the turtle, and then do the gems. That'll be a lot of embroidery though, so that'll be a long-term project, which I need to start on. I need to make those embroidery files, which I'll probably do now. And yeah, this is a great place to end it. Seaquestria Fest ended, and today's the day everyone is going home from Seaquestria Fest, so we got a lot of stuff done. This weekend, I didn't sleep so good, so I did sleep a lot this weekend, just catching up on the sleep from the week, but even that's like exactly why we're taking the break. So heck yeah, we got a lot of plushies done in this vlog. How many did I make? And I worked on, of course, plenty others. Like we got those, we're working on these. I also have a whole bucket over here of, oh, my sweater's on it. I need to put that back up. But I have a whole bucket here of like beanies that have the head, wings, and body and tail on them. I just need to do the mane and ears. So we've done a lot of work. And then of course the big old bat sewing. This is just stuffing that was in a it's in a bag that was ripping, so we just put it in a trash bag, and then we'll just use the trash bag once the stuffing's all gone. But yeah, we did all those too, and we also embroidered, oh gosh, how many was it? It was 35 beetles. Those just haven't been cut out or stuffed or stitched. So it's been really productive. Also, just now, I finished, I had got one more book for upcycle buttons, and I got all those cut out, punched, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and order button parts now because I forgot. So I'm gonna order 2 rounds, so that'll be like $200 for 2,000 buttons. And then I purchased my plane tickets today for Cider Fest and Midwest Fur Fest, so it's official now. I mean, we were agreed to go and everything, and I had my hotels booked, and Midwest Fur Fest hasn't sent the table payment forms yet, but Cider Fest I paid ages ago for that. But it just feels so official once you book the flights and like get the hotels taken care of. That's what it feels like. Okay, I'm officially going, even if everything else is planned. It's like, all right, now it's real. So I got all that figured out. I got good flight times. The one to Midwest Fur Fest, it's to Chicago, which has a straight shot flight from where I am, from my local airport. So I was able to find one, because you know you always want to get to the airport like 2 hours early or so. So I found one that was like right when it would be good a time for Hibiscus to take me and then go to work right after, so he doesn't have to miss any work. So that was amazing. That worked out really good, because it's not a very long flight. It's just from, you know, local airport to O'Hare. So it was just a matter of picking what time worked best. There was one that I was going to pick a little later in the day because it was cheaper, but then when if you added on seat choice, which I had to pick my seat. I want to make sure that I have a decent enough seat for myself,
because I like to get the aisle seat, so when I'm getting out my like sewing supplies and everything, I can kind of like scoot my backpack into the aisle so I'm not disturbing anyone next to me. So I prefer to get the aisle seats when I can, and that just worked out pretty good. I got to choose my seat and everything, make sure I had everything good to go. I need to pick it. It is too anxiety inducing if I don't pick my own seat. So I'm very happy I got the seats that I needed and everything, and that's all taken care of. But yeah, once you added in seat choice, they were like the same exact price. So I just went with the one with the more convenient time, which I usually do anyway, but it was like a $30 saving. So I was like, okay, I can hang out at the airport for another hour for like $30. But, you know, seat choice made them both exactly the same price. So it is what it is. And then the ones that I'm taking to Cider Fest, of course, will have layovers in Atlanta. The Atlanta airport is very much function, so it is not like the most beautiful or like inviting place to be, but it will get you from point A to point B super efficiently. Or I got to I think I was coming back from Cider Fest and I flew into Atlanta, and they had changed my one flight from one local flight to the other local flight, and so I like didn't realize that, and so I was now like 2 hours less than I had originally like booked, and so I had to run. It was like, I think the layover was like 24 minutes. Oh my gosh, I was like, no, this sucks. So luckily I know the airport fairly well, and the Atlanta airport is fairly well marked. So you just go to the center area, find where the plane train is, go down there, take it where you need to go, and then just follow the signs. It's super easy to navigate if you just look at the signs. It is a little bit overwhelming because it's so big and it's so busy, but if you just follow the signs, you'll be totally fine. And there's tons of, like, you can ask any of the flight agents for help, and they'll be happy to, like, well, maybe not the happiest, but they'll be able to direct you where you need to go. And so I like booked it down to the plane train. The plane train is super fast and super efficient. So got immediately on the plane train, got to where I needed to go, got to my gate, and then I did have a little bit of time to grab a water bottle and use the bathroom before it was boarding time. But that was like the quickest point A to point B. And I was worried I wouldn't be able to make it because it's Atlanta airport and it's huge, but it's just so efficient. You have no concern. You have like, of course you're gonna have worries, but it's not as big of a concern as you think it might be. And I think that flight ended up getting delayed by like 30 minutes or so. So I got some time to like just chill and appreciate being there. I didn't have to rush as much as I thought I did, which was nice. But anyway, so those are all taken care of. And now we're going to end the vlog. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. We were able to ship out over the course of the vlog 30 orders, 28, 25 orders, something like that. Yeah, no, it's 30. It was 30 orders. We got to ship out around 30 orders, and that's pretty awesome. And then I'm going to start working on more with these rainbow dash hairs here. And I'll see you in the next vlog, where we'll hopefully get some more shop orders done, do some more convention prep for upcoming cons. Oh, also, today I found out I got into Bewhiskered, which is our local furry con. The dates this year are April 2nd through 5th, and it's going to be taking place in Durham, North Carolina. So that's pretty awesome. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited that I got in. I already went ahead and paid for the table. I haven't gotten a helper badge yet, but I had plenty of time to do that. I just want to make sure I went ahead and paid for the table. So now I have 2 cons prepped and ready for 2026, which is a huge relief. It's a huge relief to have those 2 cons. We have Triad, which not the biggest earner, but super reliable and like no cost for us. And Bewhiskered, which is a really decent con very close by. So I'm very excited for both of those. And I'm absolutely excited for the 3 cons we have coming up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this con prep, shop prep, resting ourselves vlog, and there will be more to come. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.